Hello, right, it's fair to say it's been a busy 24 hours in the world of Maker event. Also, on brand. Day 15 was a big video. It was like 4 hours of edit, 2 hours of recording, lots of swear words that I edited out, apart from one which I thought was quite funny with the guy riding his bike past. Cheers, mate. I'm doing something a bit more sedate today, just chilling out a bit. But also going back to a previous video. So remember the old screwdriver, electronic screwdriver? Yeah, use electricity. There it is there. And I had the problem, I bought the base for it separately and, measure twice, mess up once. That don't fit, does it? Well, I want to make something for it because I quite like the screwdriver. It was cheap, but I like it. So my idea is, there's the actual charging solution from it. So inside the base is this sort of thing. There's also a battery which I've taken out. I don't need the battery. So I'm going to have this in my own custom base. Now I have a thing for Gridfinity. If you know what Gridfinity is, it's a series of 3D printed like storage options, organiser bins, that sort of thing. They all meet certain criteria, so they all click together, a bit like Lego, but not like Lego. Let's see, I'll grab one at random now. So there we go, Gridfinity. So if I just toss them out there, they've got little feet. This is Gridfinity Lite actually, and they all just stack on top of each other. So they've got a little lip. I've bought into this system quite a lot, and I've 3D printed a lot of stuff. My screwdriver organiser, which I did a long time ago now, that's Gridfinity. I've got another screwdriver organiser. I've got micro SD card organisers, battery holders, you name it, the lot. So I wanted this to be Gridfinity as well. How do I do that? Well, I need to get Gridfinity parts. If I go to the capture, and we'll go to fangs.com. So Fangs is like a conglomerated search engine for 3D prints. I typed in Gridfinity Lite, found Gridfinity Lite economical plain storage bins, found one that's roughly the size that I wanted, which is 2 by 3 by 3, so 2 blocks up, 3 blocks across, but 3 units of measurement up, which I think is 7.3 millimeters per unit. Anyway, I'm not too bothered about that as such. I know it's tall enough for what I want. Downloaded the STL and I chucked it into Tinkercad. Other CAD options are available. I do need to learn, free CAD stuff like that. So what I've done is I have designed a simple piece. This simple piece is, if I go back to my overhead, this, the blank for it, and my digital calipers, and I've measured the object and I've transferred the measurements into Tinkercad. However, on my first go, I got this, which looks a bit like wall art from the 1980s. Not entirely happy with that. I couldn't get the measurements perfect. I wanted millimeter precision. In fact, less than a millimeter precision for this one. So I went to somewhere where I was comfortable to do stuff like that, and that's Inkscape. Inkscape I've used now for far too long. Over a decade, no longer, 15 years probably, and I feel comfortable in there. So I've taken the measurements, I've transferred them into Inkscape, used some guides to work out where relative distances are, put them in, saved it in SVG, and then I imported the SVG into Tinkercad, and that is what we see here. That's the imported SVG. And I've put it into a test piece here to see how it would cut out, and it's cut out pretty well. So I thought, okay, how does it fit into my Tinkercad bit? So the STL I downloaded, I imported into Tinkercad. I put in a base, because this has got like a grid inside it for holding stuff. I just got rid of that and just put a big box in there, basically. Made it all one object, and then I chucked that in, told it that it was a hole, and then just slightly raised it so that it was nice and neat inside. And also moved it to the ends so I can plug in USB-C to power. So when I plug in USB-C, it will charge up my screwdriver. And in the bits just all over here, I'm going to put a load of pegs. So let's just say, I think they're 3 millimeters. I don't know the exact measurement right now, but I'm going to do this for now. And this is by no means final. But what I'll do, I'll stick them in here, drop them in, Again, beauty of stuff like this, you can just very quickly prototype, give it a second to think, and there's some holes for screwdriver bits. I've not measured them, it could be wrong, probably will be. So I can put all screwdriver bits for this screwdriver in there. I've got a nice base to charge it up with, and it's not going to fall over, and it's Gridfinity, which makes me happy. So I need to tinker on this. I've got to go out today and do some bits and pieces, and when I come back I'll finish this off and 3D print. That'll be another day. We'll do some tweaking. But yeah, that's all for now. See you later.